Howdy Survivor! Welcome back to another video on ARK Survival Ascended. Today I'm building these dino stables or dino barn even. A small barn to add to my western town to have some stables for the horses because we can't have that missing, of course. We need to have a proper place to park our horses in the town. So I've designed this place. I think it turned out pretty nice. Let me know what you think. And at the end of the tour, I'll show you me designing this in a little speed build as well. But yeah, do let me know if you would like to see a proper tutorial, which is a little bit more easy to follow, of course. So I've got another new addition here to the town, being the stables. Yeah, I wanted, of course, to have some horse stables in the town, in the main road as well. So I decided that I would add it right over here, so it's close to the squares of the center. But to be honest, there's not going to be too many buildings left here, and this was the best place where I could easily do it before the terrain gets a little bit more difficult to build on. So I figured for a bigger building, probably nicer to have an area where I can at least just use the foundations, because dinos on foundations usually are a little bit less glitchy than on ceilings, my experience at least. So yeah, we got a couple of hitching posts here on the outside on both sides, and then we got the stables, or like a small barn maybe even, here on the end of our current main street. So we got some of these side additions to the building, which are basically where the actual stables are, the actual rooms for all of the horses. And then of course we got the main structure looking like this, big doors on both sides so you can enter from both sides as well, so that if I had a little back street here, then you can still enter the barn or stables from, which I mean is kind of nice to be able to enter from both sides. And then we have a bunch of different places here to store 8 horses in total, which, yeah, it's got some nice room. I don't know what I'll add here in the middle. If anything, maybe I'll keep it empty, because that means that we can also have some dinos parked just in the middle if all the other rooms are full. And another little addition is this part, which is basically, I guess, where you would have some hay or something like that. But I was figuring that you could probably fly like a moth or maybe even an RG up here and park it over here as well, since it is ARK after all, and we've got more than just horses. But yeah, even in the sense of a normal western stable, I think it still makes sense, because there probably would be some hay storage up there in the actual real life situations as well. So yeah, it's a fairly simple design. It all started off, of course, with this main gate, building the structure around it, and it's just based off some research on Google of like western stables or western barns, and then you get this shape a lot as well with these little side additions as well. So just went from there, and I tried to have the overlaps in on all sides. That's also why I added a little ramp to the end of the roof to have the overlap a little bit more. And then of course the side additions. It would be so great if we had like a quarter sloped wall that would fit with the ramp's slope, but unfortunately we don't. So currently this is the best way to kind of still fill in that gap that you create by yeah, placing ramps as roofs, I guess. But yeah, I think overall it turned out pretty nice. Quite happy with the design, nothing too fancy. I'll show the let's build of me actually designing this thing. But let me know if you also want to see like a proper tutorial where I just go step by step, so it's more easy to do. I also really like all these scaffolding here that I've used as like support beams, because I mean, it just adds a lot. I'm so happy that we now have those textures here in ARK, because yeah, they really add a lot to the building. Like, it feels much more supported now than anything you could do before. You could do similar things with railings, but this just looks a whole lot better. It makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, at least. And yeah, quite happy with the way it turned out. I'm gonna go into the let's build part of me actually building this, but hopefully you like the design. And let me know if you would like to see a bigger version, like a proper big barn where you can park a lot of your dinos in, to kind of have. Then we can maybe build like a ranch on the outskirts of the town as a little bit of a change of pace.